Julia pulled her car into the back parking lot of the strip mall several towns away from her house, pulled up the parking brake, and breathed heavily through her mouth for at least a few minutes. She really had no idea how long she sat there, as time had a way of speeding up and slowing down in new and odd ways recently. Dr. Neufeld said this was to be expected after a trauma, or in her case, after remembering past trauma. Add that to the current blows of what her family was going through, and for all the sessions she had had with Dr. Neufeld over the last several months, she felt like she was in a spiral. One of the issues would come up to the top of her list of horrors to cope with. Then she would learn to cope with that temporarily, and another would spiral up. Then another and another, but then the first one would be back again, so she could not seem to get out of this endless loop. So she was trying some breathing exercises Dr. Neufeld suggested, concentrating on counting how long each breath to take in and exhale out, and while she did, to picture blowing out some of her stress and worry with it. He suggested picturing molecules of anxiety in various colors she hated, and watching them evaporate into the air as they flowed up from her mouth. It was a visual that resonated with her, and she was working hard on it now as she sat in the parking lot and tried to muster up the courage to open the door and walk inside. She was not even sure she had the address right, as it was dark outside and the string of storefronts was not well lit from the back. After a few more moments of focused breathing, Julia grabbed her purse, straightened her coat and her spine, and walked around to the front of the old, somewhat dilapidated strip mall to come face to face with the Rosemont Rape Crisis Center.